All right, so we made it to our hotel. We'll give you a tour in a minute, but I want to show you the outside of this hotel. It's only 3 years old, but it's in the historical district of St. Augustine, and it's a Marriott. It's part of the Bonvoy club that we belong to, which has some really great properties, super reasonable. This one's just some rewards that we had, so we had to spend them. They actually expire tomorrow, so this was a whim. We jumped in the car. It took us about 4 hours, 3.5 hours to get up here. But take a look at this hotel. We're going to take you through the lobby, and it just goes on. It looks like just an older, here, well, you judge for yourself. Still decorated for Christmas. So we got the nutcrackers. We've got reindeer. And this wonderful 77-degree weather. And I don't mean to rub that in the face of all of our friends and family up in the Midwest. And how cool is this? Rocking chairs. Little sitting porch. Let's still take a look at the lobby. He's taking a quick shower, and then we're gonna head off. And there's Santa Claus Christmas tree. Very, very cool hotel. Check out this little bar workstation. Has lights going through it all. Looks like a stone, man. Pretty cool. Really neat. All right, here is a little preview of the room here at Marriott Bonvoy in St. Augustine. We'll go ahead and take a quick little tour. It's a really nice room. You've got a little mini refrigerator. No microwave in here, but that's all right. We've got plenty of great restaurants. Nice TV.
Nice personalized greeting.
Oh, good afternoon, Eric. Look at that, Terry.
Look at
Now that is interesting. Yeah, you can close
that. Where'd the TV go?
the TV off, and look at that, Terry. There's like a
That's it.
screen. The other side's the shower with frosted glass.
Ooh.
Nice.
Privacy. Nice.
Yeah. Although it's only a one bedroom, so I don't know what you need privacy from, but. This is the oldest schoolhouse in the USA, according to the historic society. I can't go in it, but check it out. Several hundred years old.
It's all the time for that.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to go in and take a tour.
Oh, that way.
The oldest schoolhouse
Oh my
in the
goodness.
U.S. Oh, wow. All right, well, let's go ahead. Oldest wooden schoolhouse. Go inside there in a minute. And this was. Looks like there's a kitchen.
It is the teacher's kitchen, actually.
Oh, cool.
It was separated to spare the main house and the heat from the kitchen.
Oh, I'd imagine, especially here in St. Augustine, in Florida, it gets hot in the summer. Yeah, right? Look at the back, it's anchored with chains. Oh, look at the fire place.
That's the old hurricane tie down.
Yeah. They take the chain from the ships out in the bay in the harbor.
Just to make sure it doesn't fall in on the little
So that
mouse.
was erected back in what 15? What did it say? 1512? We'll check it out. Wow. Cool. What do we have here? That is a bust of Grand Marshal Ramon Castilla. Liberation of Peru, 1797, 1867. Liberated the slaves and made Peru one of the principal nations of the continent, promoted ideas of the Pan-American. Let's move this out of here. We dedicated special attention to the education of the people as the true foundation of their greatness. Awesome. We learned something new today. Say Marti, 1853, 7 Cuban educator. So, get better look in here. Noble statesman, possible freedom of his country. Another great contributor to history, Jose Marti. Dr. Jose Maria Vargas. Born in 1786, died in 1766, American teacher and social leader, president of Venezuela, 1834. Husband, Francisco Navarez. Gift of the Venezuelan government. Wow, the government of Venezuela dedicated the oldest wooden school in the world. That's cool. Where you at, Terry? Let's take a look at these old relics in history. Start up there. I got some sickles, some saws, pruning shears. All kinds of neat tools.
And I want you to come look at
Ah, look, hon. You know, if it's a paddle with holes in it, and we're next to an old schoolhouse, poor children. Let's take a look at these as well. Ooh. Got all kinds of neat little tools in here. Get a better look. Got some saws and little chisels. Okay, if for any reason my grandchildren or children are watching this, you think you have it hard by taking a load of laundry and putting it into a modern day machine and adding a little soap, pushing a button, and leaving. Look what the kids of your day had to do, right? That's how they clean their clothes. Oh, and they wanted some butter on their toast for breakfast? What? Yeah. Take turns out in the field, the barn, churning butter. Never do I want to hear another complaint. Some more cool relics. Or vintage antiques. Oh look, that's how they used to keep the fires going really nice and hot. You would fan it like big air pumps, I guess is what you'd say. All right, let's look at the official information. See if we can get in on that without a glare. Yeah, somewhat. Vintage mullet. Still need about 1853. Cool. All right, guys, let's go ahead and check out Terry. She's done in the outhouse. I'm only kidding. Terry, you all finished in the outhouse?
Go ahead and see.
Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can see what we got going on in here. Oh, wow. That must be the teacher's desk. And then you've got little tiny chair, tiny furniture. Teacher's prayer. 1872 rules for teacher. Oh, that should be good. Teacher lives, clean the chimneys. Really? All right. Each teacher will bring a bucket of water and scuttle a coal in the day's session. Let's see if we can zoom in and you guys take a look at these. Should have aside from each day's pay, a godly sum of his earnings and benefits during the declining years will become a burden on society. Yeah. Put away, save some money. Cool. All right, so this must be the living quarters. I guess, did the teachers actually live in the schools?
They had some living quarters if you come in
Yeah,
here.
right here.
Go right up the stairs.
No, I'm not going up any
Oh,
stairs.
no.
This thing's built in
You can only
1500.
go up to the landing.
Oh, all right, yeah.
And they have reflective mirrors to show you the upstairs.
Hold on. I'll do that in a second.
And then that super creepy camera right there. We got all kinds of cool little old tools and inkwell, shoe buckles, British muzzles, and carbine barrel. How cool.
Where they put you? In New
Yeah.
York?
I know.
And he built the cardboard box fort around you?
Yep.
And then look over there on the wall.
This was timeout. What do they call it? The shoe? Well, I don't think we can say the name of the. They'll say solitary confinement for the kid. So was it open and all the kids like laughed at him?
Maybe.
Oh look, there she is. Oh, you mean teacher, huh? Stick him in the dungeon. Yeah.
That was boys. Why was it only?
Oh wow.
Oh, no, there's girls. But look,
Yeah.
look over here.
Oh yeah, there it is. Hold on. Walk around that.
The head of the slow run.
Oh my gosh.
Aw, that's
Poor
so.
kids. Yeah.
Called him stupid.
Go get that paddle out of there. These teachers. Boy, thank God we didn't have. We weren't born in that era. Yeah, that's right.
Treated artifacts from 17th, 18th, and 19th and 20th centuries.
Yeah, I looked at all of those. That's cool too. All right, well, it's starting to get dark out there. Oh, please press the button, count to 20, and watch Professor Johnny.
Oh, I forgot we did that.
Yeah, the bells and all that. All right, let's. Oh, oh.
Well, good to see you.
Hold on.
Welcome
good to see
to
you.
the old school and to the mid-1800s. I say that because this is how the nation's oldest wooden schoolhouse looked at that time, and our clothing is of that period.
We was dressed this way in 1931 by graduates of the class of 1864 during the class reunion.
That's right, Johnny. They also decorated this little school
name's
the way
Johnny.
they remembered it when they were here. As a matter of fact, on the back wall, there are some photographs of the class taken at that reunion and the class roll. The school itself was built sometime before 1763.
During the first Spanish period.
Very good, Johnny. The school is built of cypress and cedar with handmade nails and wooden pegs. This is the oldest wooden structure in St. Augustine, and it has never been reconstructed.
The first pupils were Menorcan. They came here to learn English. Now we learn arithmetic and other stuff as well as reading and writing.
Some boys and girls learn their arithmetic, Johnny. Johnny did not do his homework. He hasn't learned his 6 times multiplication table, and that's why he's wearing the dunce cap.
But Professor, I had to chop wood last night to bring to school.
I see.
It costs 12.5 cents a day for us to get our learning. If our parents don't have money, we bring wood for the fire or food for the professor and his family.
And what do we call that kind of arrangement, Johnny?
A barter system?
That's correct. Well, you do know your economics. However, you'll wear that dunce cap until you learn your 6 times table.
Boy, at this school taught fishing, I'd make an A easy.
Young man, this is no laughing matter. Hold your tongue or you know where you'll go.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Sometimes the children are unruly in class. Then they must spend time under the stairway there until they decide to behave. We call it the dungeon. The stairs themselves are too old and narrow to allow visitors to go up safely, but there is a mirror so you can see how my wife and I live. While I strive to educate the children, my wife keeps busy with her duties upstairs in our living quarters or in the kitchen outside. She also takes care of the garden, which we hope you will visit. Well, you can now consider yourselves graduates of the old schoolhouse. Be sure to pick up your diploma as you leave.
Can I get a diploma too, Professor?
Well, I think you have a few years of school left, Johnny, but perhaps you can move up to work with the older, more advanced students soon and have your own quill pen.
Wow!
Thank you for coming to visit. Don't forget your diploma and enjoy your stay in the nation's oldest city.
Bye!
All right, we're gonna hashtag this video "Free Johnny." Let's
I
go
think
check.
Johnny is the one.
Johnny, he's the one. He's.
Johnny's that one in the dunce cap. Who's this one?
That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what that one
Yeah,
did. Hold
he
on.
doesn't look like this.
Oh, snap.
Maybe that's why they had
Yeah,
the best
I'm
schools in Florida. The dungeon.
They do, guys. By the way, that's a fun fact. I actually, you know what? For the last 2023, you really can't see much up there. All right. So 2023, St. Augustine had, I think many years now, some of the best school districts that you can want in the state. They were like top when you rate them, all different kinds of ratings. What do we got there? Oh wow.
It's almost like I went to school here.
Yeah, right? Cool. All right, you ready? Okina. What is that? Oh, the coquina?
No, I don't know what this is, but it looks very old.
Oh, wow. We're on a treasure hunt, Terry.
I know, I like it.
Funny, because we're right next to the Pirate Museum. All right. Let's check out. Yeah, let's ring the bell, and then... Is it? Oh, I'll wait till the baby's sleeping. Yeah.
Aw, you traumatized.
All right, you want to do it? You want me to do it?
Let's wait.
Yeah, wait for that baby to go. Hold on. Oh, he's got the baby. All right, he's holding his ears. Go ahead.
Oh, my lordy. I don't even...
Go the other way. Go towards me. The bottom. Come towards... Pull it this way. Yeah, I'll help you. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. No.
Oh, my goodness. What? All right.
Oh, I love a water.
Mustache merchant. Let's see what that's all about. Everything you need for a mustache. Get some time in there.
We can come back on the way, I guess. Think about it.
New York pizza. That's just cash.
Well, yeah, we're gonna. Sounds like no one wants to order a whole. Not that big.
We got the Brooklyn special. Pepperoni, bacon, meatball, sausage, mushrooms, peppers, onions. Look at the Genoa. That's right, Genoa, not Genova. They have frittata or ricotta, Romano cheese, roasted garlic, roasted chicken, Italian parsley, and a Sicilian. Oof. You want to try Sicilian? That's a lot of correct.
That's a lot of sauce.
That's a lot of sauce. We also have the fettuccine rice balls. Dr. Peck House. The stone walls of this building date from before the 1750 and were part of a house owned by the royal treasurer late in the first Spanish period. During the British period, it served at time as a home for the governor John Moultrie. In 1837, Dr. Seth Peck purchased the house and rebuilt it using the old walls and adding a framed second story. It remained in the Peck family until willed to the city in 1931. A generous grant from the Flagler Foundation permitted extensive restoration in 1963. Awesome. More horses. That's a cannon. 8-inch. I don't know if you can see all of that information. This is Civil War era. Cool. So much history here in Florida. What you got there, Terry?
I'm gonna say Plaza de la Constitución. I have no idea.
Yeah, Plaza Constitution. Constitution Plaza.
The oldest public space in America, the plaza was laid out by Spanish royal ordinances in 1573. Its Constitution monument may be the only remaining monument in the Western Hemisphere celebrating the Spanish Constitution of 1812. The ordinances specified that the plaza was to be laid to the compass points and in good proportion, a prolonged square, the length equal to 1.5 times the width. Lengths and widths based on proportional ratios were believed to be imbued with harmony and spiritual meaning. The first system of weights and measures was established with a market year in 1598. Pictured is the plaza from the early 1900s. Here are the markers about Florida's 67 counties, memorials to Felix Varela, prisoners of the American Revolution, the Confederacy, and soldiers killed in World War II and the Korean and Vietnam Wars. A pre-18th century well has been designated an American water landmark. Town plan and plaza were designated a National Historic Landmark in 1970.
Awesome. Okay, the Cathedral Basilica. Found the name. Look up it. Is this also the bell tower? No. Yeah. Maybe not. I might be wrong.
Cathedral
But it
Bell
is
Tower, yes.
Yeah, it is. Okay. I thought so. No perch on.
Boy.
Hey, you're
Prince,
big.
walk up. Boy. Howdy, folks.
How you doing?
Hey!
They have the famous Flagler College, which used to be the hotel that Henry Flagler had opened up. And then, and it's the same Henry Flagler that owned the railroad, so here his competitor, the Casa de Monaco, I'll have to check the right pronunciation. Cool, let's go into Colombia. Let's go eat. I am starving. How you doing?
Really good. You?
Good, good, good. You never know what you're going to see at night down the street. George Street, St. Augustine. It's one of the oldest cemeteries in St. Augustine. And Looks like they're getting ready to do the ghost tours. So we'll get out of here real quick.
Do you see dead people?
All over. We're back at our hotel. Look at all those lights. Always has one of the cleanest hotels we've ever stayed in. And here is our nice little entertainment area. It's not just child-proof, the lock is also adult-proof. So peaceful. There's the little pool. Real nice waterfall in the back. Have a seat, see if those are comfortable. I'm sure they are.
I wonder if this is comfortable.
What is it?
No idea. I feel like it's some sort of a something that maybe you can sit on the edge of the pool.
Right.
Put it over by there.
Such a nice little courtyard. See if we can get a close-up at that waterfall. Water feature, we should say, right? We definitely put our miles in today. We did a lot of walking around the whole city of St. Augustine. We're now just gonna sit peacefully by the poolside and in this little courtyard. It's really cool. You can see that in the video. So what's the favorite thing you like about St. Augustine, Terry?
The history.
The history, yeah, definitely a lot of history here. Tons of historical buildings, cemeteries, architect of the fort. I mean, there's just so much to do here. And if you haven't made it, put it on your bucket list to come on out to St. Augustine or make a trip, whether you're local, if you're in the state of Florida, or even if you're out of state, it's a great destination to just come visit, learn a lot about the history of this amazing little town just south of Jacksonville on the Atlantic Ocean. We'll have more for you guys tomorrow, so have a great night. We're gonna get some rest and probably take a bunch of ibuprofen. Hopefully we'll get the feeling back in our legs and we can give you a little more entertainment tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Good night. Good morning, guys, from a little gloomy today at St. Augustine. We just finished breakfast. We're staying at the gates of the city. Again, it's the oldest city in the U.S., established founded in 1565. So here's the gates. Anyway, the weather's not cooperating with us, so we're gonna have limited footage that we can show you because we don't want to be out during these thunderstorms that are rolling through here, but you can get a good look at the gates going on to St. George Street. So we're gonna walk across the street and take a look at the Castillo di Marco. There's the fort, the castle. So we're gonna take a look at that. Unfortunately, we couldn't take you to breakfast with us. And like a lot of restaurants here in St. Augustine, there's so much music and entertainment playing in the background. It's all copywritten. It would be a silent video. So we are going to put some some still pictures of the restaurant last night at Columbia and breakfast today. So let's go take a look before we get hit with some more rain. Here we have the Castillo de San Marcos. Explore the oldest masonry fort in the continental United States. For hundreds of years, Castillo de San Marcos was watched over St. Augustine from the upper gun deck. See how the massive fort guarded the harbor entrance to protect St. Augustine. Here's an overview of drone footage of an aircraft. That's cool. So here's your prices to get in to see the castle. When we come back on a nice sunny day, we'll do it again. We've been in here numerous times over the years. It's a really neat castle. So $16 per person for 16 and older. Children under 15 and under, they're free. So, and not bad at all. Let's go take a look. Okay, so the city was founded in the 1500s. However, the Castillo de San Marcos symbolizes Spain's vast New World Empire, built between 1672 and 1695. See if you can see that. The Coquina Fort replaced a series of wooden forts that had protected St. Augustine for more than 100 years. Improvements in the mid-1700s helped Castillo, with its soldiers and guns, keep pirates and the British at bay. Spain controlled Florida, and Castillo helped to keep their enemies away from the Gulf Stream shipping lanes. Spanish treasure fleet used these routes. They carried sugar, tobacco, pearls. So here's all the routes. Now you see St. Augustine's up here, and all the shipping routes that went through the Caribbean, South America, Panama. You see they're coming from Spain. Let's see there. San Juan, Puerto Rico, San Domenico. And that's what their ships looked like back in those days. Pretty neat. Take them over to the cannon and then shoot them at the wooden warships. Sizzling salvo. So the furnace fire is blazing hot. A team of soldiers prepares a hot shot to fire at the wooden warships, heating the cannonballs until they glow. During the naval attack, one of the soldiers tends to the cold fire and loads the cannonballs. After 30 minutes, other soldiers use tongs, remove the red hot shot, and carry it to the guns along the seawall. The goal of a hot shot was to set the enemy ship on fire. Brutal, although they are coming in and attacking you. Although soldiers here never fired hot shots in battle, they drilled for possibility. Okay, so they didn't do it. And the advent of the ironclad ships during the Civil War made hot shot furnace obsolete. Gotcha. So they weren't used in battle here, but talk about ingenuity. Here's the exterior wall. So the whole thing's built out of coquina. And if you don't know what coquina is, you can get a close up here. You can see it's all shells. They take all the shells and they put them together with like a mortar in between, and it really holds together pretty well. Several hundred years. I know cinder blocks that don't last as long. They're only made in the last 20, 30 years. That was used wide down through central Florida, most of Florida actually, all around the coast. Most of our historical cities do have coquina. Somewhere there's a structure built with coquina in their historical cities. So again, they got the gun decks just all over, facing every which way. So if memory serves, the last time we were here and we did the tour, they would say they had that bell, which we rang, and you'll see that next to the old schoolhouse. When they would see an enemy ship approach, everyone would vacate the city and take whatever they can as quickly as possible and run to the fort. So you can see, we're just at the gates of the city. I'll zoom in. You can see the two coquina pillars right there, next to each other to the right of that house, the structure, right? So that was the gate, the original gate to the city. So they would all run out of there when they heard the bell, and the bell can be heard up to a couple of miles from what we were told yesterday, and after seeing the video you'll believe it. And they would come around here to the front of the castle, and they would lock themselves in until the siege stopped. And I'll try to put some facts in the comment section of how long the longest siege was that they were under. Now remember, this whole area was inhabited by multiple nations. We're at the iconic St. Francis Inn Lodging. This is on the corner of St. Francis and George Street. There's a backstory to this inn with a young lover. Let's put it this way. The nephew of the owner of the inn, his nephew Major Hartley, Terry will go ahead and have to correct me, was having an affair or a relationship with the servant, which was, I believe, an ex-slave. Her name was Lily from Barbados. And when the uncle walked in on them and found them having a relationship, he dismissed her. The nephew was so upset, he went up there in the attic, one of those rooms, and hung himself. So there's rumors, at least from guests that stay at the inn, that there is some phenomenon that goes on in here. Some weird phenomenon, sightings, some supernatural things moving around, waking up in the middle of the night, having their purse thrown on the floor. So all kinds of interesting stuff, and you can look it up. It's called the St. Francis Inn of St. Augustine. Really weird back. Oh, there's somebody. Is that Lily up there, Terry?
No, I don't think
They say she goes and she could be seen sometimes in the window. So I don't know why she would be here doing any of the hauntings, because she didn't die here, right?
Mm-mm.
No, he dismissed her, but there have
The major did.
there have been some reports of some phenomenon of Lily's character. So who knows? So check it out. Another piece of information and history here in St. Augustine. There's a cute little park. 1909. Actually made no sense. Now where? St. Francis? Oh, there's St. Francis. Yeah, that is St. Francis, the patron of animals, right? I don't think so. Of course we know who St. Francis is. Oh, that was a tribute. In memory of Hazel, Marshall, Martha. And there's St. Francis with the birds. So that's the St. Francis Inn behind us. What do you think? Would you stay there?
I would.
Would you? Would you want to stay in the room that...
I would. In Lily's room, yes.
Lily's room, and see if we can get any hauntings?
But only if they have an elevator. 'Cause I don't have downstairs.
It's only 3 stories. All right, let's move on to our tours of St. Augustine. All right, well, the Governor's House Cultural Center Museum's open, so let's go ahead and take a tour. We'll meet Terry. She just went in. And this is the Governor's House in the center of St. Augustine. And there's the Plaza de Constitución. Just to kind of give you your bearings of where we're at. Here we have the Government House Legacy, Continuity and Change. Starting in 1586, Spanish Governor's House depicted on this site at the west end of the plaza was burned by Sir Francis Drake. Ooh. Succession of the Wood House. Spanish governors. 1702, burned by the British from the Carolinas. Everyone's an arsonist back in those days. 1713, rebuilt with coquina and wood balcony. 114 Orange Street. 1763. Governor Grant occupied and entertained lavishly Governor's House. That's between 1764, 1771. There's his portrait. He was born in 1720. And we have 1765, 1783, all throughout history. Until 2010, when the University of Florida assumed that the building's manager on behalf of the state of Florida as a part of the university brought statutory responsibility for historic preservation. St. Augustine. Well, that's nice. What you looking at, Terry?
That's them digging out the
Doing the excavation.
government
Unearthing
house.
the government house.
Look at this. This is interesting. That's native pottery,
Seminole?
Native American, then that's Spanish, and then English.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Missed the art gallery. 1862, 1891. Frank Henry.
Incredible exhibition. This is an amazing gift of 1,200 works of art. And it's more than that. I think it was 1,200 stories.
It feels good that it won't just be in our lifetime, really, the whole time that it would be enjoyed for generations. That would mean a lot to us.
It's just so exciting to see everything here at the heart in our exhibition hall as we're pulling everything out of the crates and preparing for the first exhibition of the Fingers collection here at the heart. It's just really exciting to see what's
Eighteen 1859. By John. Alright guys, so I'll try to keep it low. They want us to keep the volume down in here. So earlier today, we walked from the castle, and you'll see it in the video, along the seawall. Now there's a chain with some poles, and then behind us would be the drawbridge. This was painted in 1889. That's the bell tower of the basilica. It is high noon, and we should have 12 bells. Or 24 bells. Or I think there's a couple of churches that their clocks are off. And they're competing with each other. Well, we're able to get out of the rain in this cute little bar pub.
Sprinkled with pompadums.
Trisha, like, I could have this by myself.
The Bull and Crown Public House. Interesting way they spell public. We got handhelds, burgers, bull burgers, ham and cheese, chicken. That looks good, Simon Bruschetta. Here's their soups, Terry. Hey folks, so that's going to do it for today's adventure at St. Augustine, Florida. And if you haven't added this town, this city, the oldest city, to your bucket list, do so. You're going to want to come out here and visit. So much history, so much entertainment, good food. Just an amazing little city. We love coming here. We brought our kids when they were small, our grandchildren as well. So when you do get a chance, add this to your bucket list. Again, just a gorgeous little city. Take a couple of days if you could. Take the tours. I encourage you to do that, and the museums. So that'll do it. Until next time, you guys have a good one. Happy New Year.